quality stuff. His fastball was really good. He did have trouble spotting the curve at times, you know. I mean, he had trouble getting it over. But he didn't need all that theatrics. I mean, he was good enough to go out there and just do it, you know. But Bryce Mayer, he was really amazing, you know.
And we're going to have the national anthem, Coach.
As we honor America and this great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
There's simply nothing better than rooting for the home team, especially when they make things happen. Hi, this is Scott Breckenkamp, president of First State Community Bank in Washington, Missouri. When you're ready to make things happen, turn to the home team at First State Community Bank. Whether you need help buying that new home, starting a business, or simply opening a checking account, our experienced staff is here to help. So after the game, stop by or call. We'll be sure to make things happen for you. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at fscb.com.
If you live in Washington or anywhere in Franklin County, chances are you weren't born there. Life in our area is good. The air is clean, the kids are busy, and the open space and lifestyle gives everyone room to grow. People move here for a reason. Janie Schriever of RE/MAX in Washington has helped this growth. She sells houses, lots of houses, and she would love to sell you your next house. Call her at 231-3410. That's 231-3410. And Janie also says,
Go Washington American Legion Baseball.
Some people think the daily moves of the market make stress inevitable when it comes to investing, but it doesn't have to be this way. Hi, I'm Katie Schonartz, your Union Area Edward Jones financial advisor. One stress reducer is to have a plan and stick with it during the market ups and downs. Here's another. Periodically rebalance your investments to align with your needs and risk comfort, and have a good financial advisor to sit down and talk to. Contact me, Katie Schonartz, at 636-583-9188. Keeping your investments under control can help keep your emotions in check. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Pair of right-handers are the starting pitchers today. Chad Donzie will go for St. Genevieve. He just completed his warm-ups. And Joe Hackman will be the starter for Washington Post 218. Washington will bat first, and here's their lineup. Jack Shasheen leading off, playing second. Bryce Mayer bats second, plays short. Spencer Hunter in the 3-hole. He'll be at first base today. Quentin Pepsell's in the cleanup spot, playing left field. Brendan Stallman will bat fifth and play third base. Joe Hackman doing the pitching. He'll bat sixth. Lewis Eckelkamp batting seventh and playing right. Adam Molitor batting eighth and doing the catching, and Tyler Glosmeyer out in center field and batting ninth. Shasheen, Mayer, Hunter, Pepsell, Stallman, Hackman, Eckelkamp, Molitor, and Glosmeyer. First pitch is hit into the air in center field, and an easy play for Brady Boyer as Shasheen goes after the first pitch and flies out to center. One pitch, one out. And, Coach, you talked about Washington being aggressive. There's an example of it right there.
Yeah, I mean, we need to put the pressure on the pitcher. We need to have him scared to throw a strike. I mean, that's just the name of the game.
Donzie to Mayer now, and that pitch is up over his head. Ball one. Last night, Eisenman hit three batters for Festus and ended up winning the game, going 6 innings. Next pitch is grounded to third baseman. Low to Gegg. Long throw across in time to get Mayer. 5-3 on the putout, and the first two retired on 3 pitches.
You know, John, it's good to see us attacking strikes. You know, we're not taking them, and eventually they will find the spot. You You know, I mean, Jack really struck that ball hard. It was just right at the center fielder, you know.
Now Spencer Hunter comes on for Washington. Bases empty, 2 outs. Donzi to Hunter. Breaking ball gets away from him, misses high and wide. Ball 1 to Hunter, who was hitless last night against Eisenman in the loss to Festus. Pepsel in the on-deck circle as Donzi steps back, crosses over, kicks and fires. Change-up, swing and a miss. Hunter out in front. The count is 1-1. Changing speeds and control and keeping the ball down, those are keys for Donzi coming in. Chad Donzi's 1-1 offering coming home. Fastball hit in the air, third base side, foul ground, and slicing out of play. It's a 1-2 count on Hunter. I'm John Covington along with Coach Jeff Landwehr here from Day Field, Liberty Park Stadium. A lot of history in this ballpark. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball is skied high to the left of the plate. Might be a play for the catcher. It will drift out of play and clangs on the roof here at Liberty Park Stadium. Brian Selby is the catcher behind the dish. Keaton Boyer is at first base. Grant Staffen is playing second. Logan Gegg at third, and Tyler Bloom at shortstop. In the outfield and left, it's Derek Morgenthaler, Brady Boyer patrolling center, and Kellen Bloom out in right field. It's a 1-2 count on Hunter, who's hanging tough. Donzi kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. And it'll be St. Genevieve coming to bat to face Joe Hackman when we return to Sedalia. Scoreless after a half inning.
Hey, this is Taylor. Double-digit pay raises are history. Now, money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why my dad, State Farm agent Jim Fury, would like to offer you a free discount double check. Jim and his team will go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call my dad, State Farm agent Jim Fury in Washington today. Being there to help.
The battery for Washington behind the plate number 12, Evan Molitor is pitcher.
Stop by and see us. Our office is on Highway 47, directly across
Leading off the St. Genevieve, the next
Joe Hackman completes his warm-ups. And Coach Landwehr, what do you like about Joe Hackman on the hill today for Washington?
He has great command. He keeps the ball down. He works quick. He really, really works quick, and that's always good for the defense.
Morgenthaler leading off, looks at a pitch for a strike, and it's an 0-1 count. He changes speed so well. That's one thing I've noticed about Hackman throughout the season. Morgenthaler, Staffen, and Bloom the first 3 for St. Genevieve. Next pitch is grounded toward Shasheen at second. Plays it on 2 hops, and he throws out Morgenthaler 4-3 on the putout. Morgenthaler leading off and playing left field today. Rest of the lineup, Grant Staffen batting second, playing second. Tyler Bloom batting third and playing short. Keaton Boyer in the cleanup spot. He'll be at first. Kellen Bloom will bat fifth and play right. Brady Boyer bats sixth, play center field. Chad Donzi doing the pitching and batting seventh. Number 2 hitter Staffen skies this one high on the infield. Shasheen is there, makes the call and the catch, and Staffen is retired on 1 pitch on the pop out, and there's 2 away. Rest of the lineup after Donzi in the 7 hole and doing the pitching, Brian Selby doing the catching, batting 8th, and Logan Gegg batting 9th and playing third base. Morgenthaler, Staffen, Bloom, Boyer, Donzi, Selby, Gegg. They draw from 2 schools, St. Genevieve and Valley Catholic.
I really like what Joe's doing here. He is really working quick, and he's pounding the strike zone. He's got first pitch strike to every batter. That's tremendous.
Second pitch to Bloom, misses low and away. 1-1 coming home. Change up, swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt. Ball gets by Molitor. He'll retrieve it and fire back to his battery mate. Hackman retiring the first 2 on a ground out and a pop out. It is 1-2 on Tyler Bloom, the 3 hitter. The pitch, and that's grounded foul outside of third. A ball and 2 strikes, and a new baseball for Joe Hackman. Hackman coming in with a 5-1 record, ERA .835.
I think he's earned that, John.
I do too.
Yeah.
72 strikeouts and only 18 walks on the season. The pitch.
Wow.
Just misses. Borderline, didn't get the call. And leaving the count at 2-2. He's given up 7 earned runs, 13 total, 36 hits total. Next pitch is called a ball, and the count is 3-2. I thought overall the strike zone was fair. Hackman thought that was a strike, and I thought it was too, but the count runs full now on Bloom. Payoff pitch, swinging a ground ball, and Stallman backs up a step, grabs it, fires across in the dirt, and it'll be a throwing error as he reaches as Hunter is unable to scoop it out. And that'll be E5 on the throw. Bloom is aboard with 2 outs, and Keaton Boyer will be the batter.
Joe keeps pitching like this, we're going to do all right.
Absolutely. I think the umpire may have missed a couple there, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the 2-2 pitch was a strike. I mean, it was right above the knee, you know.
There's a pitch over below, and it's a 1-0 count on Keaton Boyer, batting cleanup and playing first base today. Pretty big dude in there, batting from the right-hand side, facing the right-handed throwing Joe Hackman, runner first, getting his lead. Here's a throw over there, and he's back safely. He's being held on by Hunter. Here's the Washington lineup. Molitor behind the plate. Hunter at first, Shashin second, Stallman at third, Mayer at short. The 1-0 to Boyer coming home. That's over below, 2 balls and no strikes. In the outfield, Quinton Pepsel in left, Glosmeyer in center, and Louis Eckelkamp out in right field. 2-0 on Keaton Boyer.
You know, I watched Joe quite a bit this year, and one of the things that impresses me is how he'll throw any pitch at any count.
A lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Here's a fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike from Boyer, and now it's a 2-1 count. A little bit of room in the hole at second as Shashin plays him to pull at that position. Here's the next pitch. It's coming home, change up, and he lays off of that. It's a 3-1 count on Boyer. It'll be followed by Kellen Bloom. Boyer taps the plate with the end of the bat, chokes up a little bit, and the pitch coming home. Fastball down the middle. Count is full on Boyer. He'll look for something he can drive here as Hackman, pitching from the stretch, holds the ball behind his back and comes set. The payoff pitch, runner takes off, ground ball in the hole at short, gloved by Stallman, throws across in time to get Boyer, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on. After 1, we're scoreless in Sedalia.
Aldo's Restaurant in Washington, true Italian since 1971, and still going as strong as ever. Aldo is here to stay. Hurry in for the everyday specials.
The hamper day special, lasagna.
No sunflower seeds, nuts and shell, or chewing gum is allowed in the stadium, or on the playing surface, or in the dugouts. Your cooperation with this request is most appreciated. We go to the top of the second, left fielder number 16, Quinton Pepsel.
Back to work, first pitch in there for a strike, second pitch chopped toward Gegg at third, and he throws in time to get Pepsel. And we're underway here in the second inning. Scoreless in Sedalia. Washington, the visitors on the scoreboard. They are 34-6 coming in here. And St. Genevieve with a record of 25-10 under Junie Bosler.
John, I love the way we're attacking the baseball. I really do. I mean, we are not letting strikes go.
Here's Stallman jacking one down the line and right. Toward the corner might go. It's gone! Home run for Stallman. And Washington leads a 1-0 here in the second inning. Stallman on the shortest fence in the ballpark, just inside the 290 sign down the right field line. And he takes Donzie yard as the right fielder Bloom watches it sail over, running out of room over there. 1-0 Washington here in the second inning on Stallman's home run.
I just like what I'm seeing here. You know, we're not letting the pitcher get a free strike.
Next will play the pitcher, 25, Joe Hackman.
Now Joe Hackman comes on. First pitch to him is cut on and missed, strike one, as Donzie jumps out in front. Right foot on the rubber for Donzie, holds the glove out front about waist high. He gets the sign from Selby, crosses over, kicks and fires. Here's a chopper to the shortstop, Tyler Bloom, and he throws over in time to get Hackman 6-3. 2 down with Eckelkamp to the plate.
John, I noticed he started everybody off with a fastball until he gave that home run up, and that first pitch was a curveball. So, it just shows that if you attack a fastball, they're looking to throw something else. It's harder to command that curveball than it is the fastball.
We'll see who he starts Eckelkamp off with here. Here's a breaking ball that's in there for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Eckelkamp getting the start today in right field and batting 7th. Donzie to Eckelkamp. Another breaking ball and a strike on the swing, and it's 0-2 as Eckelkamp falls behind. Donzie has him set up. Eckelkamp has to guard the plate. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball is a base hit to left field. Just out of the reach of the shortstop Bloom. And that'll be played back in by Morgenthaler. So he fights off an 0-2 count, and off the hands he muscles one out to left field for a 2-out single. Second hit of the inning. And game. And Adam Molitor, the Washington catcher, will come on now.
Boy, did he have a game last week up in zone.
Tremendous.
Oh, man.
Molitor had a good weekend, and Landwehr I thought had a really good weekend as well. He batted more than 400, I believe, for the tournament. Really sensational tournament, and also played good D. Pitch to Molitor is taken for a ball low and away, 1-0. Glosmeyer in the on-deck circle. Donzie pitching from the stretch with Eckelkamp on at first base. 1-0 Washington on Stallman's homer. Down the line and right. Molitor at the plate here. Donzie high set. The pitch. Fastball. Taken for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. We'll see Donzie pitching from the stretch. He has 8-2 record coming in here. He's considered their ace.
Yeah, the coach said that once he gets ahead, he likes to use his breaking pitches. He seems to command those best.
The 2-0. That is a strike call to the outside corner. Snap throw to first by the catcher Selby, and there's no tag. 2-1 the count on Molitor. Well, the Washington coaches described him kind of a Bryce Mayer type, where he throws maybe a couple of different curveballs and changes speeds pretty well.
Yeah, I think if we keep pressure on him, he won't know what to throw. I mean, that's just human nature.
Yep. Checking the runner over first. Eckelkamp sliding back in head first. No tag. 2 balls and a strike on Molitor. Eckelkamp gets his lead off first base. Molitor back in the box. Holds it down on the end. Donzie kicks, pitches. Swinging a foul straight back and out of play.
We have not had one called strike on us yet, and that's good. That is applying pressure to the pitcher.
You talked about being aggressive. That would be a key, and it's almost like you read the game plan coming in here, Coach.
Well, you come off a game like last night where we probably had 60 called strikes. It may have not been that many, but we probably had 60.
Here's a 2-2 breaking ball taken for strike 3, called in the inside corner by Molitor, and the inning is over. But Stallman's home run to right has put Washington on top 1-0 after an inning and a half. Back to Sedalia in a moment.
One day they're playing grown up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expense may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. Phil Leathers, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, can share strategies to help tackle growing college expenses. Stop by the office at 3 Lafayette Street in downtown Washington for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Understall Tire in Washington is a proud installer of Jasper engines and transmissions with their
Leading off for St. Genevieve, running off in the second inning, right fielder number 3, Kellen Bloom.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Washington on top. Kellen Bloom leading off, facing Hackman. First pitch is a fastball down and in. 1 ball, no strikes on Kellen Bloom, who will be followed by Brady Boyer and then Chad Donzie. Next pitch is grounded to Stallman at third, to his left. Gloves, fires across in time. Bloom retired on 2 pitches.
You know, John, back to what we were talking about before the inning was over. I mean, it just stood to reason that if you're coaching this group of boys, you don't even talk about the game that happened, the 2-1 loss. You just talk about what we're going to do next game. And next game is we're going to make the pitcher uncomfortable. And I would assume that Mike probably had a pretty good conversation with the boys.
Boyer swings the first pitch and lines it deep to center field, and it's caught by Glosmeyer.
Wonderful play.
Just short of the warning track. Hard hit ball off the bat of Boyer, and Glosmeyer tracks it down. 2 down. You got to have a short memory in baseball, don't you?
Yeah, it's a cyclical sport. I mean, you know, for a month you can be up, for a month you can be down. You know, you just have to stay with it.
Pitcher on pitcher here. Donzie squares and bunts it foul back. And he's behind 0-1 here, facing Hackman, who gets a new baseball from the home plate umpire. And the on-deck hitter retrieves the baseball back near the base of the screen. It's 0-1 on Chad Donzie. Next pitch is taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And these are young kids, too, you know. I mean, they're not mature mentally at this point. So, I mean, anything can affect them a little more than would maybe one of us adults, you know.
Next pitch at the knees. I believe the home plate umpire is Bobby Coons, isn't it, from Union?
Yes, it is.
1 ball, 2 strike count on Chad Donzie. Next pitch is over below, and the count is even at 2-2 on Donzie.
He does a little college baseball, some NAIA baseball in spring, so.
The 2-2. Breaking ball, a changeup missing inside, and the count is full now on Donzie with Selby on deck. Hackman wanted that call as he climbs the front of the hill, kind of looks back toward the plate in disgust.
I think it was in a little bit.
Payoff pitch, strike 3 called. Donzie thought it was a ball, tossing the bat toward the dugout. Called strike 3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hackman. We've played 2. Washington on top of St. Genevieve, 1-0 in the losers bracket here in Sedalia.
You don't think...
Leading off for Washington as we head to the 3rd inning, center fielder, number 11, Tyler Glosmeyer.
You know, obviously we're not using the DH today, but in DH baseball, when you use the DH, that number 9 hitter is usually one of your better hitters. You know, you want to flip the lineup over for the top of the order, so him being on base is important.
Glosmeyer takes a pitch across the letters for a strike, and it's 2-1. I'll tell you what, they have 2 good 9 hitters, Glosmeyer and Weber both.
I agree.
Here comes the 2-1 from Donzie, and that's cut on and missed. A little out in front of that one, it's 2-2 now on Glosmeyer.
That was a really nice breaking pitch there. You could tell he really felt comfortable throwing it.
Donzie holds the glove out front, turns, kicks, pitches, breaking ball, misses, and it's a full count now on Glosmeyer. Donzie gets the sign from Selby and deals. fouled at the plate. So we'll do it again with a full count on Glosmeyer leading off in the third here at Day Field at Liberty Park Stadium. Washington on top 1-0 over St. John in this elimination game. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. One out here in the Washington third.
Boy, his coach wasn't lying whenever he said that his go-to pitch is off speed. The last 4 pitches were all breaking pitches, and they all looked really good.
He had Tyler Glosmeyer out in front, way out in front there. Now with Donzie, he's got 3 strikeouts, 1 each inning. And he strikes the leadoff man here in the Washington third. Back to the top of the order for Jack Shasheen. Donzie to Shasheen, and there's a breaking ball that misses, actually catches the inside corner about belt high. It's 0-1. Shasheen flied to center, went after the first pitch of the game. Hit the ball hard, but into the glove of the center fielder. Here's a chopper foul to the left of the plate. 0-2 on Jack Shasheen.
And he's seen 2 curveballs in a row now, too.
So, he may not give him a fastball here. What do you think?
Well, he's going to go with his best pitch. He's 0-2. He's not going to give anything good.
That was way upstairs. That's a good pitch on 0-2, and the count is 1-2. Shasheen lays off the high, hard one.
Something shoulder high, he may have swung at that, but helmet high, probably not going to get that.
The 1-2, breaking ball, hit in the air to left center. Tough play, left fielder to his left, and he will make the catch. Nice play by Derek Morgenthaler, and Shasheen is 0-2.
Yeah, you know, when you're 0-2 like that, and you want to, throw a high fastball, you got to throw it somewhere where they're going to offer at it, and he threw it, eye high. No one, very few people will swing at that, but if he throws it, maybe right at his shoulder, he might get that swing,
So Mayer looks at a breaking ball, low and away on the first offering, and it's a 1-0 count. Mayer grounded out to third, his first time up. He's 0-1. Bases empty, 2 outs. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. Donzie seems to be gaining confidence as we get deeper into this game. The 1-1 jammed him, skied high into center field. In comes Boyer, out goes Morgenthaler, and out goes the shortstop Bloom. Making the call and catch is the center fielder Brady Boyer. Washington goes quietly in the third, and we played 2.5. 1-0, Washington on top.
Hi, this is Brad Mitchell.
Leonard Marquardt.
Jeff Totter.
Leading off for St. John, we're down the bottom of the third inning. Catcher number 14, Brian Selsby.
Vesting, member SIPC.
Selby leading off. The St. John catcher looks at a pitch down and in from Hackman, ball 1. Selby catching and batting 8th. He'll be followed by Logan Gagg and then Morgenthaler. There's a fastball right down central. 1-1 on Selby. John Covington with Coach Jeff Landwehr here in Sedalia for the state tournament. There's a foul out of play off the bat of Selby. 1-2. New baseball for Hackman.
I really like how quick Joe's working, and that can only bode well for him, for everybody behind him playing defense.
The 1-2 grounded to the second baseman Shasheen, who plays it on 3 hops, and he throws out Selby leading off in the St. Genevieve third inning. Well, I think every pitcher pretty much is the same for Washington, don't they? I mean, they're all business when they're out there. They don't take a lot of time between pitches, not a lot of walking around. I mean, they take the return throw and they're right back on.
Yeah, pace of play is so important for the defense. I mean, also for the pitcher, but for the defense, pace of play is so important.
Gagg at the plate now. Hackman's first pitch is skied high. Foul ground, first base side. Might be a play for Hunter. He's there, and he makes the catch. 2 outs as Logan Gagg is retired on 1 pitch.
When I was coaching at Harris Stowe, I was pitching coach for a few years, and that's what I would preach to our guys is, guys, we got to get strike 1 in. We got to quicken our pace. our defense demands that. You know, I mean, if we expect them to make the play, you know, we got to be ready to help them make the play.
Back to the top of the order, Morgenthaler looks at a pitch high, and the count is 1-0. Derek Morgenthaler grounded out to second base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Bases empty, 2 outs. The pitch high and wide, 2-0 on Morgenthaler. Grant Staffen on deck. 1-0 Washington on top. The pitch. That's taken upstairs, 3-0. Hackman falls behind Morgenthaler.
He just needs to come back right here and just blister one right down the middle and see what happens. You know, I mean, 3-0, he's probably taken.
Taken all the way and takes a strike. 3-1.
Same pitch. You know, let's make action happen right here. We don't want to go 3-2 on him.
He's one of the best hitters on the team, coming in with a .468 average. The 3-1. That's inside and high, and he walks him. 2-out walk issued to Morgenthaler. And they have a runner aboard now with Grant Staffen coming on. That's their first base runner since the first inning when Bloom reached on an error. Staffen bats here, base runner aboard, the tying run at first base. Here's the pitch, and he goes after the first pitch, and he skies it high in the infield. Shashin is behind the bag at second, reaches up on the edge of the grass, and makes the catch for the third and final out. St. Genevieve strands 1. We played 3. It's 1-0, Washington on top.
Left on base. 3 complete innings played. Washington leads 1-0. Quickly moving to the 4th inning. Washington leads it off with first baseman number 14, Spencer Hunter.
Under it, and he's fouling so many off.
The 1-1 from Donzie to Hunter. Just outside, 2 balls and a strike.
He's got really good bat speed. You know, he's a really strong-looking kid. You know, he's just not hitting the center of the ball right now.
The 2-1. Fastball inside corner at the knees, 2-2. That's a good pitch from Donzie there.
Yeah, it was. Nice inside.
He kicks and fires the 2-2, tries to go back door and just misses. The count is full on Hunter. Hunter, Pepsel, Stallman due up this inning. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Washington Post 218, who leads 1-0 here. Donzie's payoff pitch is ripped down the right field line. Headed for the corner, could be extra bases. Digging it out will be Bloom. Hunter around first, heads for second, throw comes in. It's a leadoff double for Hunter. Man, he can punish a baseball.
Yeah, he's got really good bat speed. He's really strong. It's just a matter of time, you know. I mean, he's got good eyes. You know, the pitcher, he has been scared to throw his fastball. He threw at the fastball that time, it looked like to me. Either that or it was a flat curve. And Spencer made him pay.
Now we'll see if they can get that runner home. That's a big one out there. The way things are going in this game, we're in the 4th. Pepsel has a chance to increase the Washington lead. Here's Donzie to Pepsel. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. This will be played by Bloom. He goes to third, and they've got Hunter in a rundown. He's run back towards second. The tag is applied, and Pepsel stays at first base, reaching on the fielder's choice. So a base running error there by Hunter, caught in a rundown, and that was executed well by St. Genevieve. Just one throw on the rundown, and the third baseman, Gegg, ends up applying the tag for the first out.
Yeah, Spencer should. I mean, that ball was hit in front of him, so he's got to go back to second. You know, I mean, it happens.
Now Stallman, who homered back in the second, bats here with a runner at first and one away. Infield will look for two. Donzie high set from the stretch. There goes the runner. Pitch is a strike. Throw to second base is not in time. It skips by the shortstop who is covering, and it's backed up by the second baseman to keep the runner at second. Stolen base for Pepsel, and a runner in scoring position with one out and an 0-1 count on Stallman.
Well, we have that runner in scoring position again. Let's see if Brandon can stay hot. He had 2 hits last night, 2 of our 4, I believe, and he home run today. So
he's been swinging a hot bat all season long. Stallman cocks the bat back. Donzie pitches. Here's a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. That'll be played by Boyer. Throw comes in, cut off by the first baseman. They'll have runners at the corners with one out. It's 2 hits in the inning, and Joe Hackman will be the batter.
Every time he throws that fastball, we're making him pay. Whenever he's trying to work off his curveball, he has long counts. We're looking at 2-2, 3-2 almost every time he works off his curveball. So,
winner of this game will get Festus in a loser's bracket game at 7 o'clock tonight. And the loser will be sent packing. Right now, Washington leads St. Gen 1-0, but looking for more, threatening in the 4th. Hackman waits. Donzie kicks and pitches. Popped him up. That's going to be a big out.
Yeah, big time.
First baseman is called off by the second baseman who makes the catch.
Again, that was first pitch fastball strike. We attacked it. We didn't let it go by for a called strike and then maybe get his curveball. It didn't work out for us, but that's the approach we need to have.
So Eckelkamp will see what he can do here. Lewis singled back in the second inning, was left on. Stallman at first and Pepsel at third.
He has a strong body too. Louis just he's compact and his legs are so strong. He's going to do well at Amherst playing football, I believe.
Yeah, that's that body comes from running over and around guys on the gridiron.
Yeah.
So Eckelkamp looking for hit number 2. Donzie comes set. The pitch, fastball in there for a strike. It is 0-1 on Eckelkamp. I agree with you. I think he has a tremendous college career coming.
Yeah, I think he's a hard worker. I don't know him that well, but I've just heard kids talk about how hard he works in the weight room. And if you're willing to work hard in the weight room, that's the hard work there. Being on the field, that's the fun part.
Here's a fastball high. The ball and a strike on Eckelkamp. Pepsel at third and Stallman at first. 2 outs in the inning. A 1-1 count on Eckelkamp. Washington on top 1-0, looking for more here. They have 4 hits in the game. The pitch. Change up, swing and a miss.
Putting that runner in motion on this next pitch would not be a bad thing to do because it's an action pitch for the batter. So, if he makes contact, we got a guy running, and if he gets thrown out, we got Louis starting the next inning. It's not a bad proposition on a 1-2 count, 2 outs.
Stallman has a good lead over at first. It's a 1-2 count on Eckelkamp. There goes Stallman. Pitch is taken for a ball. Throw to second base is not in time, and the run will score from third. 2-0 Washington. So they throw through. Stallman safe, and then Pepsel taken off with good wheels down the third base line. And there's no return throw to the plate, and Washington takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, we got double steal out of that, that's any way you can score.
2-2 count on Eckelkamp. Now Donzie turns towards second, no throw. I'll tell you what, that was an awfully close pitch to take by Eckelkamp,
Yeah.
That could have been to the inning right there for Donzie.
Well, I was going to say, that is a pitch he could have really done some damage on, and it was called a ball, so it must have been outside or something.
Next pitch is cut on and missed by Eckelkamp, and the inning comes to a close. But Washington steals a run on the double steal with Pepsel scoring from third base on Stallman's swipe of second. And it's 2-0 Washington on top after 3.5 here in Sedalia.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated.
Has 2 quick lube bays and accepts walk-ins for tire repair and safety and emission inspections. Call Reekers Tire and Auto at 636-239-2722 or 239-3333.
Hackman with a strike to Bloom leading off here in the 4th for St. Genevieve. Washington on top 2-0. The next pitch is grounded to Stallman at third. Plays it on 3 hops. Strong throw in time to get the speedy Tyler Bloom leading off for St. Genevieve in the 4th. He's retired on 2 pitches.
It looked like a knuckleball. I'm not sure if he throws that, but it looked like it had almost no spin.
I've seen him throw that before.
Okay.
First baseman, number 16, Keith Boyer.
So he has a lot of pitches at his disposal. He can go with a fastball, the curve, and then of course the change. And now we see a knuckleball. And the first pitch to Boyer's pumped in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Starts him off with the fastball there, and Boyer is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Next pitch is at the knees. Hackman in control. He has not given up a hit. Take that back. They do have 1 hit up on the board against Hackman so far in this game. Next pitch is ball high and tight, and the count is 1-2.
They must have given a hit on that ball that we gave an error to E5 on, I guess, in the first inning, I guess.
I don't see how you can give a hit on that. Next pitch is hit in the air down the left field line. Pepsel on the move. That's a fair ball headed to the corner. Pepsel with a little bit of trouble digging it out. Extra bases. Boyer digs into second with a double. 1-out double by Keaton Boyer. And the tying run will come to the plate for St. Genevieve.
Joe just left that over the plate just a little too much. I mean, he tried to get it in on him, but I don't think he got it in on him enough. But he just needs to bear down this guy. Let's get this guy out. And
Hackman's first pitch over below to Bloom, ball 1. Bloom grounded out to third, back in the 4th, the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Hackman from the stretch. Comes set, kicks and fires. That one skips into the glove of Molitor, 2-0. Second time through the order, so St. Genevieve trying to get their timing down here against Hackman. It's a 2-0 count on Kellen Bloom. The pitch, way high, 3-0.
always like to go out and call time when we have a double like that. I mean, he knows he shouldn't give that double up. Okay, but he did. And he threw the next 2 balls. I always like to call time, just sprint out there and talk to him just for a few minutes and get back. You know, I mean, they know him better than I do, so.
Bloom taking all the way, looks at a pitch in the inside corner for a strike. He thought it was a ball, but called back by the home plate umpire, and it's 3-1. Hackman working from behind. The 3-1. Fastball hit down the line and right. Tough play. It's going to be Eckelkamp on the move. Can he get there? And a sliding catch in foul ground. Play comes back into second. Runner back there safely, but what a play by Eckelkamp down the line and right. Feet first slide into foul ground to make the catch.
He caught that ball just off the turf. I mean, wow, what a play.
2 outs now in the St. Genevieve 4th.
So we bear down here, we get a first pitch strike, and then we work the batter. And we make him get himself out.
Boyer, open stance facing Hackman. Here's the first pitch to him. It's taken a little bit outside, 1-0. Boyer taps the plate, digs in. Hackman trying to keep it a 2-0 game. Next pitch, change up, hit hard to left field. This is going to drive Pepsel back, reaches up and makes the catch on the warning track in left field, and the inning is over. Boy, Boyer gave it a ride, but hit the ball out to left and right in front of the 256 sign. Pepsel ends up making the catch for the 3rd and final out. They strand 1. It remains 2-0, Washington on top.
4 innings played. Washington leads 2-0. We're now at the top of the fifth.
Ball on KLPW. For all your investment needs, call 636-239-5487 or stop by the office at number 3 Lafayette Street, downtown Washington. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Donzie to Molitor. First pitch is a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Donzie, long look as he gets the sign from Selby, kicks, deals, and misses upstairs with the breaking ball, and the count's even at 1-1 on the Washington catcher, Adam Molitor. Will be followed by Tyler Glosmeyer and then Jack Shasheen. 2-0 Washington, fifth inning. Donzie steps back, crosses over, kicks and pitches. And there's a ball hit hard, foul out of play, third base side, strike 2 on Molitor. So everything working well for Washington so far. They're getting good pitching, good defense, and they're aggressive at the plate, and they lead 2-0 as a result.
Yeah, we're making this pitcher work a little harder than he wants to because he is wanting to use his fastball early, throw his curveball. We've taken that away from him by being so aggressive that now he's scared to throw the fastball early. And I hate to talk pitch count because I hate the pitch count thing, but it is part of the game, and I mean he's probably racked them up, having to go deep in some of these counts.
There's a curveball swung on a foul at a play by Molitor.
I was going to fight that off. He was out if he did not fight that off.
He's up to about 55, 56 pitches now, Coach.
Okay. Well, they go 105, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So in the fifth, 110.
110, okay.
Next pitch coming home. There's a breaking ball grounded to the shortstop, down to his knee, backhands Bloom with the throw in time to get Molitor. And there's one out here in the Washington fifth.
Molitor ultimately got out, but that pitch right before that, he just fouled that pitch off. That was a wonderful breaking ball, and somehow he managed to put his bat on just to get to the next pitch. And anything could have happened there. He got out, but I mean, we could have had an error. We could have had a hit.
Glosmeyer at the plate now for post 218. Donzie deals fastball down the middle, 0-1. Glosmeyer struck out swinging back in the third. He's 0-1. After Glosmeyer, it'll be the third time through the order facing Donzie. Next pitch is cut on a miss right over the top of that one, 0-2.
Yeah, he's really in a hole now. He's got to really battle because this young man's going to use his assortment of secondary pitches, and Tyler's going to have to find a way to fight him off. Hopefully he leaves something flat for him.
The 0-2 is taken for a ball outside. Ball gets away from the catcher. Selby gets a new ball from the home plate umpire.
That pitch is worthless. I don't mean to be critical, but we're 0-2 here. We'd like the batter to get himself out, on the third pitch. Why throw a fourth one? I mean, he threw that ball in the dirt 12 inches outside.
Next pitch grounded to the third baseman, backs up a couple of steps, plays it on 2 hops, long throw across in time. Not even a bang play. Nicely done by Logan Gagg over at third. Strong arm.
John always had a rule with the kids at all levels. We want the batter on or out in 3 pitches. No more than 3, because that means we're throwing strikes. Okay. That's if we get 5-6 pitches in, we're turning the advantage back to the batter there.
Shasheen looks at the pitch down and in, 1-0. Bases empty, 2 outs. Donzie's next is hit hard to the shortstop, and he boots it. Kicks wide to his right. Shasheen takes off for second base. They won't get him, and he's in there. The ball gets away from the shortstop, and it's backed up by the second baseman.
That's a good job by the right fielder. A lot of times you don't see the right fielder even move there, and he was right where he needed to be. I mean, we could have been on third base very easily. Would not have been for that right fielder.
And they will give an error on that. It was a hard hit ball right at the shortstop, unable to make the play. So E6, and Shasheen is on second base with 2 outs, and it's Bryce Mayer coming on.
Big hit by Bryce. It would be massive. He could get a hit here. We go up 3-0. I mean, it looks like Joe's kind of settling in. He's kind of really working his stuff. 3 runs. A 3-run lead would be big time.
Mayer can do that if he singles here. And here's a pitch that's taken for a ball. Good-looking pitch from Donzie, called evidently outside. It's 1-0.
It looked like when it crossed the plate, it was a little up. It looked like it was right below his shoulder. It looked like it was just a little bit up.
Mayer waits for the 1-0. Donzie high set, and he kicks and deals. Here's a rip to left. Left fielder coming on and makes the catch in shallow left field on a sinking line drive. Derek Morgenthaler takes a hit away from Mayer. The side retire. They work around the error. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on. And it's 4.5 innings in the books. Washington on top of St. Genevieve, 2-0.
There's simply nothing better than rooting for the home team, especially when they make things happen. Hi, this is Scott Breckenkamp, president of First State Community Bank.
Leading off for St. Genevieve, we're in the bottom of the fifth. The pitcher, number 9, Chad Dunsey.
Hackman pitching home, but the home plate umpire had called time, I guess at the request of the batter, so no pitch.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there.
1-0 the count on Chad Donzie, pitcher versus pitcher here. Next pitch is in there for a strike. That's the first pitch of the at-bat.
You know, John, we're getting these later innings here, and if I'm in the dugout over in Washington, I'm starting to look to see, am I going to face 2, 3, 4? How many more times? You know, and it looks to me like they're going to face him one more time if they can roll through the lineup without giving up many hits, and you know, that's important.
Next pitch is hit to right, slicing away from Eckelkamp on the run. He gets there and makes the catch, 1 out. Well, they hit the ball hard a couple of times last inning. They got the double from Boyer in the 4th, and then it was that hard hit ball to left that was made on the catch made by Pepsel in deep left field. So they've hit the ball hard a couple of times, but right at guys.
Yeah. You know, Joe's doing a great job. I mean, they're starting to hit him a little bit, but you know that happens whenever you've seen a pitcher, you know, 2, 3 times in the lineup.
Sure. Selby swings the first pitch here, hits it to right, in comes Eckelkamp, and makes the running catch and falls down and holds on, 2 outs.
That's another tremendous play.
Louis getting it done out in right field today.
I think the sun's kind of on him too, you know. I mean, I think he's got a little sun in his eye too, so I mean this is exactly what the coaches could have asked for right here. I mean, we're looking at what, 3 pitches, we have 2 outs. I think maybe 4 pitches, 2 outs, right?
Yep.
I mean, and that's just.
Here's a bunt, bunted in the air, and it's foul up against the third base screen over here. Strike 1 on Logan Gegg.
I mean, everybody on that defense right now, John, they're hoping he throws the ball right down the middle, to hit right to them. They can throw to first on the infield. So they want to get back in and hit, you know.
Base is empty and 2 outs. Logan Gegg at the plate, 0-1 the count. Hackman's next is hit hard. Shashin knocks it down, retrieves it, fires to first in time. Goes 4-3 to retire Gegg. Nicely done by Shashin. Nice recovery. He got up and skied high, knocked it down. Ball got behind him. He retrieves it, fires over to Hunter. Makes a nice stretch for the out, 4-3, and the side is retired 3 up, 3 down with 3 very good defensive plays for Washington Post 218. We go to the 6th. Washington on top, 2-0.
Some people think the daily moves of the market make stress inevitable when it comes to
Leading off for Washington as we head into the 6th. First baseman, 15, Spencer Hunter.
pitch, changeup. Hunter swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Tell you what, they played good defense in that fifth inning.
Oh, for sure.
The 1-2 to Hunter coming home.
Those two balls in right field those were just very good catches.
Very good. And then you look at the sliding catch right on down the line by Eckelkamp earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Pitch foul out of play by Hunter, so another 1-2 coming home from Donzi. That time he's able to lay off the high, hard one, and it's a 2-2 count.
That's a good eye right there. The pitcher was wanting to create a swing on that pitch.
Donzi crosses over, turns, kicks, pitches. That one's in the dirt, missing with a change, and it's 3-2.
So he went fastball up, curveball in the dirt, because he doesn't know what to throw.
So what's he going to come in with here? Fastball, I guess, all the way.
I think he's throwing curve.
Payoff pitch.
Nope.
Misses upstairs.
Yep. Fastball up. He's scared to throw it over the plate. I mean, I understand why. I mean, every time he throws it, we're on it. So,
Hunter just knocked the cover off the ball last plate appearance down that right field line with a double.
Yeah, it's hard to keep him down. He goes 0 for one game. Next game, he's just refocused.
Pepsel, the batter now. 2-0, Washington on top. We're in the sixth. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball left field. Back goes the left fielder, Morgenthaler, and he makes the running catch in deep left. I tell you, this game featuring good defense by both teams. Fires back, and Hunter back to first base with one out.
That ball was hit hard. I mean, just didn't have enough air underneath it. He just hit it too hard and too low.
So Stallman, who homered early in the game, comes in now for Washington. His home run came back in the second inning with one out. As he pulled one down the right field line. He was about 10 feet inside the foul pole. And he got 1 on, 1 out. Stallman looking for his third hit of the game. He is 2 for 2 with a homer and a single.
Looks like they had a appeal play at second, I guess.
He rounded the bag, didn't he? Then had to retreat back, and
right.
I guess they were saying he didn't touch going back to first base.
Right.
But he is safe, so Hunter remains on first base, and Stallman at the plate, and he will look at his throw is made over to first, and Hunter's back safely there. So Donzi working to Brendan Stallman here. We're in the sixth inning with Washington leading 2-0. Another throw over to first base. This game isn't an hour old. We're already in the sixth, and last night's game was about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was painful to watch last night.
Donzi to Stallman. Misses outside, 1-0.
At one point, my wife looked at me and she said, "I think I'd rather watch paint dry."
It was almost to that point, wasn't it? Yeah. Stallman ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Donzi looks over his left shoulder before coming set. Hunter, a big lead over at first. Here's the pitch, way high and wide, 2-0.
The pitcher slowed the momentum down the game here. He's thrown the first few times. Thrown 2 pitches out of the strike zone, and we've kind of slowed things down here. He's trying to get it back in his, on his side, because the momentum's definitely on the side of Washington.
Infield will look for 2 here. Stallman waits the 2-0. It's hit hard to right field. Back goes Bloom, reaches up, makes the backpedaling catch, 2 outs. Boy, that was tagged by Stallman there.
That's another hard hit ball. That was just like the ball Quentin hit. It was just to right field instead of left. He didn't get enough air under it.
Now it's Joe Hackman with a chance here to increase the Washington lead. Hackman has given up just 1 hit on the hill today, by my count. Yep. He bats here with a runner at first and 2 away. There's a throw over there and close play. They almost picked off Hunter, but he got back under the tag.
Joe needs to be on the first fastball he sees. He needs to be on it hard and heavy and just see how hard he can hit it.
Pitcher just shook off a sign, and here's they throw it away. So Hunter will take off for second. That ball's still rolling.
He needs to get to third.
He might do it. Thrown back in by the right fielder, and he will take third base. 2-base error on the pickoff attempt. Donzi just threw it away from Boyer over at first base. No chance of making the catch there, and Hunter ends up over at third as a result.
The pitcher, I think he forgot that he has 2 outs, and if he just gets the batter out, it doesn't matter what the guy in first is doing over there. He can steal second, and he can steal third. If we get the batter out, he gets to go back in and bat. And hopefully we can make him pay. I mean,
Hackman a chance. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat, and that one is inside, 1-0. Hackman has grounded out and popped out. Went after the first pitch last time up. He swings here and chops it foul outside of third, strike one. New baseball for the pitcher, Donzie.
You know, I've been keeping track of called strikes, and we have only taken 6 called strikes in 6 innings of baseball. And one of them, I think we were 3-0 maybe on a count.
They're going up there swinging if it's close. Next pitch, fast punt, a change up there. Had him out in front. It's 1-2. Good pitch from Donzie there. Maybe a little extra incentive with one pitcher facing another here.
Yeah.
For both guys, really. It's a 1-2 pitch headed home. Breaking ball, skied into shallow center. Out goes the shortstop, and Tyler Bloom will make the catch behind the bag in the outfield grass. And the inning is over. So they pitch around the error. Spencer Hunter is left on over at third. We've played 5.5. It is 2-0 Washington on top of St. Genevieve.
I'm Mark Thayer, manager of
Leading off for St. Genevieve as we head now to the bottom of the 6th. Left fielder number 7, Derek Morgan-Thaler.
At the top, Molly, at the top.
Closing lender.
Hackman catches the outside corner on the first pitch to Morgenthaler. Here in the 6th inning, it's 0-1. Morgenthaler, Staffen, and Bloom due up. Third plate appearance for Morgenthaler in this game. Washington on top 2-0 over St. Genevieve. 6th inning action. Righty on lefty. The pitch coming home. Change up at the knees. 0-2. That was a beaut right there.
Man, that was nice right at the knees. Right above the knee.
Morgenthaler is grounded out and walked. The 0-2. Change up again. This one is hit into the knocked down by Hunter. Flips to Hackman. Too late at first base. Morgenthaler beats it out, infield hit.
Joe, he didn't get off to a good start there. He kind of stopped and watched the play and realized, I got to get over there. And by that time, he just got beat to the bag.
He may have thought the ball was going to get by Hunter, but as a pitcher though, you've got to be on your horse and over there.
Aim ball to the right, you just got to run. Yeah. You always stop and go back.
So an infield hit for Morgenthaler, and the tying run will come to the plate in Grant Staffen, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of pop-outs to second base. He hits the ball on the left side of the infield. Knocked down by Stallman. They won't have a play. Ball will stay in the infield, but Mayer will have to pick this one up. Stallman with a diving attempt at third base. He got a glove on it, but didn't field it cleanly. Another infield hit. First 2 are aboard. Bloom will come on.
It was a good effort. He was just out of his reach.
So Morgenthaler stopping at second. Staffen with the infield hit, and Bloom at the plate now, facing Hackman here.
I like to call timeout here, John. I like to go out there and stop this.
He squares to bunt, bunts at first base side, and a roll foul.
I mean, we're late in the game. We want to stop any momentum they can have. Mike knows his pitchers. He knows them better than I do. But if it's me, I'm running out there just to stop it all. Now, we're not going to have him step off the mound for 45 seconds and redo his shirt,
We would have last night. We would have seen that.
That's right.
Tyler Bloom at the plate. He bunts it. He squares again. Bunts it right back to the pitcher on one hop. Throw to third, and they got him.
Nice play.
Force play at third base, and a hard bunts by Bloom right back to the pitcher. Hackman on one hop, and he fires over to third base. Stallman covering, and they get the lead runner Morgenthaler on the force there. Goes 1-5, and there's one out.
Joe was very active on that. I like that. He knew they were bunting. They showed it. and he knew what his job was. And, they should have bunted down third base line to make the third baseman run in and get the ball, but he bunted it right back to the pitcher.
Here's a ground ball to short, throw to third there. They get the lead runner again. That play goes 6-5 to retire Staffen for out number 2. You like that play, or do you think they should have gone to second and try to double them up?
Well, we have one out. I mean, we could have been out of the inning. Bryce is pretty accurate throwing the ball. I think we could have turned 2 on that. But, I mean, it doesn't hurt to do what he did, but we could have been out of the inning. You're right.
Bloom at the plate now. Looks at a breaking ball upstairs, 1-0. Last 2 batters have reached on the fielder's choice, so the play has been at third base. There's 2 outs. Next pitch is fouled off the catcher's mask, and it kicks to the right of the plate. Strike 1 on Bloom.
The reason I say that, John, is because we don't know what's going to happen on the next pitch. But if we turn to second, throw to first, we know we're out of the inning because unless we make an errant throw, right? We're out of the inning. But we just don't know what's going to happen on the next pitch.
The 1-1 to Bloom coming home. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Molitor. First and second with 2 outs. 2-1 count on the 5-hitter, Kellen Bloom. One to the gap could tie it up. Runners get their leads, first and second. The pitch, swing and a hard hit ball to center field. Back goes Glosmeyer, makes the catch. Tyler Glosmeyer got a good jump on it, led it off the bat nicely. Hit the ball hard, but right to the center fielder. They strand 2. We played 6. Washington leading 2-0 over St. Genevieve.
Hello.
6 complete play. Washington 2, St. Genevieve 0. Leading off for Washington, we move now to the 7th inning. Right fielder number 4, Lewis Applekamp.
Lewis Eckelkamp leading off in the 7th for Washington, facing Donzi. First pitch is upstairs. Eckelkamp has had a terrific day in the field today. Here's a pitch pumped in that is called a little bit outside, evidently, as Donzi misses, and the count is 2-0, as Eckelkamp will be followed by Molitor and Glosmeyer. Washington leading 2-0. Next pitch over below, 3-0. Eckelkamp has struck out and singled, Coach.
I was looking at St. Genevieve coming up. They have 6, 7, 8 in the bottom of the 7th. Unless they have a rally, we won't have to face their top of the order, which that's a good thing. It's not their bottom order can't do damage, but batters hit 1, 2, 3 for a reason.
4-pitch walk issued to Eckelkamp, so he's aboard, and Molitor will be the batter.
This might not be a bad situation to bunt, maybe get a guy in scoring position, and hopefully we can get a hit and put somebody in. I usually don't like the bunt. I don't like to play the bunt, but if we can get an extra run out of this.
Molitor squares, Bunner takes off, the bunt out in front of the plate. First base by the throw to first is in time, so they get Molitor. The sacrifice is good. Donzi makes the play, throwing down to Boyer, 1-3 on the sack. Eckelkamp in scoring position with 1 out.
Second place moves the runner up. Next to the plate, center fielder, number 11.
So it's going to be Tyler Glosmeyer, the 9-hitter now. Third plate appearance. He has struck out and grounded out, facing Donzi.
Tyler needs to be very aggressive here. He needs to get on the free. I think he's going to see a first pitch fastball. He needs to get right on it, not take it if it's a strike.
The pitch, fastball. He takes it for a strike. 0-1, right in the wheelhouse. So he'll be swinging away here, holds the bat down in the end. Donzi gets the sign from Selby. High set by the right-hander. Eckelkamp off the bag at second. The 0-1. Grounded, line drive right back to the pitcher. Throw to second is in time. They double off Eckelkamp at second base. Comebacker off the bat of Grossmeyer, fielded by Donzi right at him, and he makes the catch and fires to second to double off Eckelkamp. The inning comes to a close, so a big defensive play, and that may give their offense some life here heading to the home half of the seventh. Washington leading 2-0 over St. Genevieve.
One day they're playing grown up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that
Leading off for St. Jan, we're in the bottom of the seventh, center fielder 13, Brady Boyer.
Chiefs. Ciao, ciao.
Hackman, first pitch of the inning, fastball fired in, swing and a miss by Brady Boyer, and he falls behind 0-1. 2-0 Washington. Seventh inning, the pitch. That ball is hit hard to left. Back goes Pepsel. Backpedaling, reaches up, it's over his head. Extra bases for Boyer, digs for second, he'll get there with a double. Leadoff double by Brady Boyer. St. Genevieve isn't finished yet.
Looked like Joe hung a change up there. Just didn't act the way he wanted it to act, and Quentin was backpedaling instead of turning and running, and bad news.
So Donzi will bat now. The St. Genevieve pitcher facing Hackman for the third time. He is struck out and flied to right. The pitch. That is taken for a ball. Oh, it's taken for a strike. Brother. You know, I want Washington to do well, but that pitch was well below the knees. It was about ankle high. I'd rather it be fair. It's taken for a strike. It's 0-1 on Chad Donzi. Hackman kicks and delivers the next. That ball is hit to right. Tough play. Eckelkamp comes in, and he almost overran it. Reaches up, makes the catch.
Yeah, it wasn't fair to the batter, was it? That first pitch just wasn't fair.
Well, I didn't think it was.
No.
Eckelkamp having a good day in right field. He makes another catch out there, another play. And it's one out. And the batter is going to be Brian Selby. Selby is grounded out and flied out. The pitch from Hackman. That is taken for a strike, belt high, and it's 0-1. Hackman coming in with a fastball there. Selby will be followed by Logan Gagg, runner at second with one away. Selby could tie it up with one swing of the bat. He waits. The pitch from Hackman has taken low and away. Ball one. Counts even on Selby. 8-hitter.
Joe needs to just worry about the batter. Get the batter. Our defense, we need to worry about getting him out at first if it's a ground ball.
The pitch is popped up, foul ground, first base side. It's going to be Hunter running it down over near the fence, and he can't make the play. Lands in play, but out of reach.
We have a situation here where we'll trade that out if they want to score the run, because we only need two more outs. I mean, that one runner only counts for one. We're up 2-0. So the worst thing we can do right now is worry about the guy on second base. Now they start hitting balls in the gaps, and then we got problems, But at this point, Joe needs to worry about making his best pitch right now and putting the batter back to the dugout.
The 1-2. That pitch is taken low and away for a ball. And the count is 2-2 now on Selby. Hackman comes set. The pitch. Grounded to the left side. Mayer there. Backhands. Throws across. In time. 2 outs.
I thought Joe did exactly what he needed to do. He threw the pitch he felt most comfortable with getting an out. It's 2-2 count. You're typically going to see the pitcher's best pitch on 2-2. Especially at this level of baseball. We get to professional baseball, it might be a little different. College baseball, depending on the level, you know. But at this, we're going to see the pitcher's best pitch on 2-2 because no coach wants to see it go 3-2.
Well, he coaxed him into a ground out. Now it's Gag at the plate, 2 outs. Runner at third. First pitch is swung on and grounded to Mayer at short. Throws over in time. Game over. Final score: Washington 2, St. Genevieve nothing. St. Genevieve sent packing, and Washington will meet Festus in a loser's bracket game at 7 o'clock tonight. Post-game coming up. Washington wins it 2-0 over St. Genevieve.
If you live in Washington or anywhere in Franklin County, chances are you weren't born there. Life in our area is good. The air is clean, the kids are busy, and the open space and lifestyle gives everyone room to grow. People move here for a reason. Janie Schriever of RE/MAX in Washington has helped this growth. She sells houses, lots of houses, and she would love to sell you your next house. Call her at 231-3410. That's 231-3410. And Janie also says,
Go Washington American Legion Baseball.
Hi, this is Brett.
Congratulations.
Two rooms for $99 special. Call today.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated alarm company, in business for over 30 years with over 70 years experience. Security alarms, fire alarms, medical alerts, camera systems, access control, and phone systems. Plus, Raycom Security will give you a free no-obligation security survey and bid. Located at 3057 Highway A, at the corner of A and YY in downtown Krakow. Call 1-866-RAYCOM-1. That's 1-866-722-6661. Or log on to raycomsecurity.com.
Is your financial advisor proactive or reactive? Hi, I'm Katie Schonartz, your Union Area Edward Jones financial advisor. Regardless of what the market is doing, I'll stay in touch. Even when the market is down, I'll call you up. That's one way I'll continue to emphasize our relationship and understand your individual financial needs. Contact me, Katie Schonartz, at 636-583-9188. Proactive, not reactive. That's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we're back with Mike Gardner, manager for Washington Post 218, following a 2-0 win over St. Genevieve in the losers bracket of the state tournaments. And Coach, outstanding win. It was another pitcher's duel. The pace was outstanding, an hour and 15 minutes, 75 minutes for baseball today in this one. And Joe Hackman was outstanding on the hill.
Yeah, he's the story of the game. He's the reason we won the ball game. There's no doubt about it. He was efficient. His pitch count was, I think, in the 70s at the end of the game. He got in a little bit of trouble here and there, but he made him hit his pitches, and he was really effective today. And yeah, he won the game for us.
Pitching has been outstanding in this tournament so far for everybody.
Yeah, it really has. A little surprised at that, honestly. I thought there'd be more runs scored, especially by us, but good pitching usually beats good hitting, and that's proven out today.
Well, Hackman with a 4-hitter today goes the distance. You were aggressive at the plate the entire game and ended up with 2 runs on 4 hits.
Well, I think we took a better approach today. I don't think the results were really what we were hoping for, but our approach was a little better. I think we hit the ball harder today. A couple guys had really good days. Obviously, Brandon Stallman probably had the best. But yeah, I think if we just keep taking a better approach more often, gives us a better chance.
They hit the ball hard at times, but your defense was spectacular today in the outfield. Louis Eckelkamp had some nice plays out there. Pepsel and Glosmeyer in the outfield.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show how deep we are. We know we switched up center field and right field tonight, and they both came up big. So, the defense was really good today. We did make one error, but other than that, we were pretty clean.
And then Hackman with a complete game is just what you needed. So the pitching is fresh. You have a lot of arms still to go that you can use rather against Festus tonight.
Yeah, this is the season. So I know both teams know they win this. It might be tough to win the state championship, but we know we get to move on. So it's going to be a big game. It's going to be a tough game, and hopefully come out and we swing the bats.
So you've got, I guess they're sticking with 7 o'clock, right, on the game time? I would imagine.
Yeah, they haven't changed any game times yet, so it'll be 7.
So you got a little bit of time to kill. So how do you spend the next hour 45 or hour 40?
Well, the
to 20. I think I may have missed one in 27 batters. 19 to 20 first pitch strikes. I mean, you're automatically ahead. You have the batter scrambling, and he worked fast. And our hitters punished the pitcher anytime he threw that fastball for a strike.
Hackman let his defense work behind him. He only had one strikeout.
Yeah.
It seems like in the past we've just seen him strike out numerous hitters, but today his defense was working behind him.
Well, he just hit. I mean, these guys were hard to, make swing and miss. I mean, they were good hitters. Mm-hmm. But he could command his other pitches besides his fastball, and he got him off the center of the baseball. So we saw a lot of ground balls. It seemed like, we saw a lot of fly balls too, which is not really typical for Joe, to give up a lot of fly balls in the games I've seen him pitch. So, but fly ball, ground ball, that they all count as an out. And on these turf fields, you love the ground ball because you're not getting a bad hop. But Louis Eckelkamp was fantastic in right field.
He was.
Yeah. And our hitters attacked the baseball. I mean, we only scored 2 runs. We got 4 hits, and you could say, well, Jeff, they only scored 2 runs. Well, I mean, he's a pretty good pitcher that we were facing.
Sure.
I mean,
he was.
And we hit a lot of balls hard that were right at people, and that is baseball. The fact is you can't take called strikes and expect to win baseball games. And you and I talked before we went on the air, and I told you I thought we were better than Festus. Now we lost, and that happens. But we didn't give ourselves a chance to win when we took so many pitches. We just hope it doesn't happen next game.
Right.
And I don't think it will. I think Mike has addressed that with the boys, obviously, by what we saw out here at the first game. The post 218 is pretty resilient. This run started coming to state in, I think, 2010. And it's been a pretty long run of American Legion state tournament. I don't say invites, but for Washington. I mean, we've made our way here quite a few times.
Yep.
And there's a reason. The kids understand when they lose what they need to do the next time out, and that's why they have successful seasons.
Washington now 35-6. St. Genevieve goes home with a 25-11 record. Washington 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 men left on. And St. Gen, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, 6 men left on base. Hackman, the winner, and Donzie, the loser. Joe Hackman with a complete game. Donzie also going the distance, suffering the tough luck loss. So Washington stays alive, and they will face Festus in the losers bracket at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll have the game for you live right here on KLPW. That's going to do it for us. So long for just a while. Washington 2, St. Genevieve nothing. This is KLPW. You're listening to American Legion Baseball from Dave Field at Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia.
American Legion Baseball from the state tournament is brought to you by First State Community Bank, Caldwell Banker Premier Group, State Farm Insurance Agent Jim Feary, the Bank of Franklin County, Unnerstall Tire and Auto Center, Schrader Insurance, Katie Schonartz with Edward Jones, Janie Schriever, Remax Gold First, the Bank of Washington, Aldo's Italian Restaurant, RCS Carpet Cleaning, B&J Printing, Easy Care Security and Satellite, Phil Leathers with Edward Jones, Williams Brothers Meat Market, Raycom Security, and Reekers Tire and Auto.